Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about cube volume and surface area practice. So we kind of went through the formulas in the last two videos and now we're just going to practice working with them and just doing some examples of how to use them. So again, these formulas are really intuitive, very basic. So the surface area, remember surface area is just the area of all the measurements of the outside parts of the shape. And in this case, it's just 6 squares of a cube, so 6 faces, and this area of each face is a squared, where a is the side length. So surface area is just going to be 6a squared. Volume, on the other hand, is how much we could fit into the shape. It's how much space is inside, and that's just going to be a cubed because we're going to take the area of the base, which is just a squared, and multiply it by the height, which is also a. So again, a really easy formula there. And now let's just get into some practice and see if we can put everything together. Find the volume and the surface area of the cube below, and we see that it has a side length of 3. So this is just knowing, well, if the one side length is 3, then everything is 3, the other side as well as the height. So volume is just going to equal a cubed, which equals 3 to the third. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So 27 units cubed. Remember, volume gets cubed. Okay, so now let's do surface area. Surface area, I just need to find the area for one of my faces and then multiply it by 3 and multiply it by 6, so 6 times a squared, which is the area for one of my faces. Well, 3 squared is 9, so it's going to be 6 times 9, and that will give me 54. And this one will be units squared because it's an area. So 54 units squared, and volume is 27 units cubed. Okay, so here's our next one. My computer freaked out a little bit there. So find the surface area of a cube whose volume is 344 units cubed. So we need to find surface area and we're given volume. Well, I know that surface area equals 6 times a squared, but I'm not given a, so that's what I need to figure out. But I am given volume, and that should help me figure out a. So I know volume, I'll just write this here, volume equals a cubed, so that can help me find what a is, because I'm given volume. So 343 equals a cubed. Take the cube root of both sides, and let's try to do this one without a calculator. So a equals the cube root of 343. So the way I recommend you do this is you start with some low numbers and then slowly work your way up. And the way you test cube roots is just take a number and multiply it by itself 3 times. So an example would be 2. We would do 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. We multiplied 2 by itself 3 times, 2 times 2 times 2, and we got 8. And that's way too low. Let's try a number like 6. 6 times 6 is 36, times 6 is 216, which is still too low, but we're getting close. So let's try 7. 7 times 7 is 49, times 7 will actually give us 343. So that's how we know that that is the cube root. So a equals 7. And that's not actually the question, that's just what we need to figure out the question. We then need to plug that into our surface area formula and get 6 times 7 squared. And what's 6 times 49? Well, it's going to be 6 times 50 and then just minus 6, which should be 294. And this will be surface area, so we're going to say units squared. So for that one, we just need to figure out S first and then work our way back and and find the surface area. So again, nothing too bad. That might be all I have for today. I think it is. Hopefully these formulas came easy to you. If you have any trouble with them, don't hesitate to contact me. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.